for your leadership. I think we all have to acknowledge that this event tonight would not occur without Charlotte Schaefer and the great committee that she holds. Thank you very much. So it's been really a long time since I've been in Gettysburg and Adams County, yesterday and the day before. But yesterday, I didn't get that applause. In fact, we were at the Adams County GOP and there were protesters there. Protesters because I brought Marjorie Taylor Greene, my friend, my colleague, the representative from Georgia, and they don't respect the constitutional right to free speech. The constitutional right that you sent me to Washington to defend. Charlotte asked me to speak about 3 minutes. I'm not going to do that, Charlotte. I'm going to speak about what we're doing in Washington. I'm going to update you on some important pieces of legislation. We function right now in the House of Representatives with a very narrow margin. But within that narrow margin, we've been able to pass the Parents' Bill of Rights. Each and every one of us now, thank you, I agree. Each and every one of us know that parents are ultimately responsible for the education of our children. Each and every one of us as Republicans recognize that the school boards, and I salute every candidate for school board who is running, and I would ask you to please stand so we can acknowledge all school board candidates. You allow the stopgap measures to keep the woke mentality out of our schools. You are the backstop that we need. I salute and I congratulate each and every one of you for standing up and doing the right thing. The right thing is conservative, common sense Republicans that we are. I was proud to be one of the original co-sponsors of the Parents' Bill of Rights, and I am so proud that we are going to be able to push that forward and make the Senate take a vote on that. Another key piece of legislation that we're working on in Washington is the HALT Fentanyl Act. We recognize by having a porous and open southern border that fentanyl, a poison, continues to pour across that southern border. The cartels are in control of 5 of the 6 regions on our southern border. You know where that information came from? That came from one of the hearings that we held on the border. I've been to McAllen, Texas. I was in front of the chief of the Border Patrol. You know what he said? He said, hey Doc, we don't want any more money. We don't want any more support. We want you to uphold the law of the land. We want you to hold the cartels accountable. Information was shared with me tonight. Representative Torrin Ecker, who is my friend, someone that I work well with, and he allows us to office share here in Adams County with us, that each and every row officer in the Republican ticket in just a few short weeks is running unopposed. That says the respect that each and every one of you have here in Adams County. But someone is on that ticket who I don't have his phone number in my cell phone just yet. But that is Francis Dutro. We talked earlier tonight because very sadly, I have every cell phone number of every coroner in the 12 counties on Pennsylvania's 13th Congressional District. They reach out to me. We understand that that poison comes across because Biden will not secure the border. And that is a problem that we will only be able to solve once we push Biden out of office. In the next 2 years, we will find the ability to do that. So I want to just go back to why we were there yesterday with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene and I are friends. We work very well on the select subcommittee on the origins of COVID. We look to understand and hold accountable Tony Fauci for locking down America. We want Fauci. I got an explanation from Fauci how he reached out to the teachers unions when he made decisions to mask kids. I want an explanation from Fauci when he made that decision to shut down kids. And what did we see? We've seen when kids were removed from school that we have the lowest rates in reading and math scores in 4th and 8th graders in history. That's what happens when you don't have kids in school. We see increased psychiatric problems. We see kids with depression, anxiety, with self-harm issues. Kids weren't allowed to go to school to interact. They weren't allowed to play on open fields. I want explanations from Fauci, and you will hear that when we bring Fauci in front of us for those hearings. There are so many values that we share here tonight. I'm honored to be back with you, as I was in the past couple days. I'm honored to take our common sense conservative values to Washington. Our pro-life, pro-Second Amendment, pro-family values, which each of us hold near and dear to our hearts. I haven't asked, I'm a politician. I'm a doctor first, but I'm a politician. And as all the politicians in the room haven't, I'm not on the ballot this year. I'll ask you a different question next year. But I haven't asked you tonight. I ask that each and every one of you continue to pray. Pray for all members of Congress. Pray that we uphold the Constitution, which we took an oath to do. Each day, take those few extra minutes. Pray because our Constitution, our freedoms are under challenge. My wife and Alice and I, every day, whether I'm at home or whether I'm in Washington, we start that 6 a.m. phone call, or we start as she's heading off to work and I'm heading into the district. We start with prayer. And that's an integral part of who we are as Republicans. We respect that freedom to worship that we find so important. I salute you as Republicans. I salute all of the candidates who are here today. In particular, I do want to acknowledge that all of you school board members, you hold the future education of our children in the palm of your hand. And from Washington, I make that commitment that we will continue to honor the freedoms that are so important, and we will make sure that the Parents' Bill of Rights is upheld. Thank each and every one of you.